Well, I certainly hope so. There are other articles have been written. Predominantly, there were articles written by participants. A lot of commanders wrote articles. And then there was a few larger studies. Some of them, a lot of the articles were very good, but they dealt with over the course of a year or two. They didn't have that long-term, decades-long view that I was going for. And so they saw success and they saw a movement forward, but a lot of them were like very important pieces to a jigsaw puzzle. And there was a few pieces that were very critical, I thought, of what we did in the Philippines because I think they misunderstood. There were writers outside the military that were looking for a very conventional concept of victory. If we were trying to help the Philippine government, specifically the Philippine military and national police, deal with a threat to the sovereignty of the Philippines by terrorist groups such as Abu Sayyaf group and the Jamal al-Islamiyah, I think they were looking for, okay, everything's peaceful now. These groups have surrendered and they've gone away and the southern Philippines is quite peaceful. And if that's what they were looking for, you're not going to find that. The southern Philippines was dangerous 200 years ago. It was dangerous 100 years ago. It's dangerous today. But at the strategic level, the threat to the sovereignty of the Philippine government over that region, it doesn't really exist anymore. What we did, or what we allowed or helped the Philippine government to do, was take a threat to its sovereignty, a real existential threat, and turn it into a chronic law enforcement issue. And that's why I say OEFP actually was a success, a very good one, and a model for a lot of future American military operations, more probable than what happened in Iraq or Afghanistan, where initially you overthrow a government, and then for a while, until you stand up a new government, you can do pretty much what you want within parameters of U.S. law. In the Philippines, it was always very different. We were partnered with the Philippine government and Philippine security forces, so we couldn't just do whatever we wanted. And it was key to the mission that the Philippine security forces are the ones who achieve this. And I think this model is a very important one and one that is much more likely.